Did it take all that? Oh, you. Ever since you kissed me, the side of my face been itching. My phone. And my rings, my jewelry. Where's my jewelry? I need them for my fingers. Got a meeting in the ladies' room. You want to do Greenleaf or am I doing something else?
You can do Greenleaf.
Let me find the notes. That's Facebook. That's not what the notes are going to be. Hey. We've been recording for Lord knows how long.
Hey, Lord.
Did you say, hey, Lord?
Yeah. If Lord knows how long, he probably watching, right?
He was watching anyway.
He watches me both night and day.
So Sophia's back and she's on my nerves. Because she on the phone with her mama. Her mama saying, if you hear from your brother, let us know. Call us. And she says, oh yes, I'll be sure to call you if I hear from him. But I don't know where he is.
She said, promise.
And then the camera pans. And her brother sitting over there on the opposite bed. And I'm sitting here thinking, you gonna lie for your brother, but you can't omit a truth. You lie for your brother, you lie for Zora, you just lying. Lying boots. But then your mama got a son, a secret son. I won't lie for you. You lying for everybody else? What's the problem? Why you can't lie for your mama? Now see, when we get up to this part, I want you to do two little pieces that come forward.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You've seen me do that before. You just take out a little piece before you start to braid. You do your part, and then you take out the very front and just braid it individual.
Oh, I don't need instructions about how to do it. It was just, I thought about my grandma. She used to do mine like that, but they were on the temples.
But these are not at all like what you just described.
One single plait that's going to different from everybody else? Well, there was two. Because you had to have one.
Never mind. Just do them straight back. Straight back.
I don't care. I'll give you a knot right here.
That's not where I want it.
What do you want?
I want them at the front. Right when you get ready to start your braid, just section off that very front piece and do an individual. That's all I'm asking.
Two or one?
One. One here, one here. What is
two? What color you want your front?
I don't care.
I'll do both.
I know. Anyway, she do all this lying for everybody. Every living body, but she won't do none of the lying. Or omitting, because it ain't really lying to not tell people your business. For her mama. It got on my nerves.
She was doing some things that were probably inappropriate. Like lying. No?
No, I'm looking at it. I didn't know there was that much red in it. I didn't look. I just picked up the $1.99. It wasn't that deep to me. Anyway, Charity in the microphone, in the mirror, honey, in the bathroom, while Marisol is washing their child, because at this point, this Charity and Marisol, baby, mostly Marisol's. And she play preaching while she doing her face. And basically coming against Grace in her play sermon. I didn't understand, and I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. Moving along, who was it that said, it was Charity that said that Jacob got himself fired from the church.
You got yourself fired.
But she couldn't get herself or him hired. So I'm trying to figure out where you got the nerve to go in the audacity, because y'all all up Grace is behind trying to get the job.
Oh, Grace, I feel for her at that time.
I just don't understand these children.
They just all Grace.
That's why Lady Majors, every time she come in the house, she look like she's sick of it. She tired.
She done got over hating Grace. And now
she just tired. She drained. She is just over it. Anyway, Bishop calls all the children into the room, and I thought they had gathered together to, blast Charity for kissing the preacher, big head preacher. But no, this ain't what this is. He wants to kid. I guess not. I thought Jacob would have said something. I'd have snitched, but that's just me.
He just snitched to his sister. He didn't tell the world.
I would have told. I'm raggedy. But well, I'm not raggedy. But if my sister and I had a decent rapport, then I probably would have addressed her first. But Charity ain't got good rapport with nobody. She's raggedy. So I'd have been raggedy in return. But anywho, Bishop done called the children together and said, you remember how back in the day at the 50th wedding anniversary or the 25th or whatever number it was, y'all had done got together and Faith was here, she was living, and y'all had done sang, I want y'all to do that again. And I'm trying to remember, like, that didn't really come together for me because Grace was gone for 20 years.
Well, she probably came home for the party. Wouldn't you think?
No, I wouldn't think. Because they made it seem like Grace was gone never to return again. And she only came back for the funeral and to kill Mac.
I mean, you need to kill him.
It just is what it is. But that math was weird. But anyway, they was like, yeah, we remember. He like, I want y'all to put together a song, because I'm gonna propose to your mama. Now, mind you, Lady Mae Seal is outside that door listening, eavesdropping, so she know what's coming. But they say, okay, when you want us to have this song by? He said tonight. I was like,
this very night.
That's a little. You could have called. You ain't know you was gonna propose 2, 3, 4 days ago.
Because you had to buy the ring. You said you picked it up, didn't you?
Right. We ain't got time to rehearse. I got to go to work. I got to go home. I got to make him some dinner. As Shantae Moore once said. I didn't understand. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was ghetto. Every bit of this episode kind of felt ghetto to me, but it's just me. So they say, yeah, we can get this song together by tonight. I ain't seen him get no song together. I really didn't.
I mean, then Grace was gone all this time.
Right. She went across yonder. Jacob was cross yonder. Charity was all up in Big Head Preacher office. Like, they didn't.
I mean, she banged it out on the keys. Charity did.
What a poor choice of words when you talking about
Charity. I wasn't thinking.
Big Head Preacher. I'm like, did I miss a scene?
No. I'm saved. I ain't thinking about that.
Praise God.
How long are we going? A week out?
It don't matter, girl. You can stop it whenever you feel like stopping, girl. I don't care. I just want it out my face and out my way for the next couple weeks. Karissa's ugly in the spirit, and I hate her. She's beautiful, but she's ugly in the spirit. Just like Charity. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Ugly in the spirit. Secretary Carmen Sandiego was still tiptoeing around, honey. I missed what she was talking about because I didn't care. That's just really, did you catch it?
No, I didn't. I saw her come in and recognized that Sister Sandiego, but that was about it.
She didn't even come in. She was on the phone.
Didn't she come in at one point?
I don't think so. I think she called over to somebody. I don't know. Nor do I care. So y'all know Karissa had done slept with the white man from yonder. Oh, she reminded me of my stepmama.
Isn't she cuter than your stepmama? Maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, maybe a little bit.
I gotta separate attitudes, and I'll call you back. I'll call you back. But she had done slept with the white man, and she had done slept with him again. She went back over to the office.
You can't say this was an accident if you did it twice.
Right. And now Grace was trying to do some research, honey, and she had done found out that the folks that bought Jacob and Carissa's land was a Christian establishment. She did some more digging and found out that they were affiliates of cacophony and disestablishmentarianism. And so she went on over there, and as she coming in, Karissa coming out shuffling her clothes, honey, one shoe half off her foot, looking like a private dancer, a dancer for money. I do what you want me to do. And I was just like, why do folks on TV never get themselves completely situated before
they come out the door?
Why is you shuffling and carrying on? It made no sense to me.
It never makes sense.
I don't understand, but I've never had an illicit affair, so I wouldn't know. Anywho.
Never made a lick of sense to me. I don't get it.
I mean, just coming out the door shuffling your clothes. Ma'am, you look like a skeezer. You look like a skeezer. Anywho, so Grace didn't say nothing. I don't know.
Well, she acted stupid with her.
Yeah, but see, the first thing I would say when I see you coming out of somebody's office shuffling your clothes is, why you shuffling your clothes? I wouldn't say, hey. I wouldn't say, God bless you, good to see you, Karissa. How you doing, girl? Who did the line up? Who shaped up your hair? I would say, why are you shuffling your clothes coming out this man's office? Who in there? Is that the bathroom? What's?
But wait, everybody gotta just come for Grace. She just be coming in the room.
Because the writers ain't got nothing better to do.
Just make them come for Grace.
Because anybody who needs to be come for would be Charity.
But she's so weak.
She not though.
She's so weak.
She fake.
She can't handle it. She just can't.
I don't have time. Anyway.
I tried it over.
No, you didn't. You was being messy. So, Grace asked Karissa, you sold your land to blah, blah, blah. Well, she says, what are you doing here? And Carissa's like, well, they needed one more signature for the sale. And Carissa's like, you sold your land to cacophony and disestablishmentarianism? I'm really suffering here.
You know something they were calling it. But
yeah. But it was an affiliate of
Carmel?
Yeah. Herpes and herpes simplex, the next one. It's just gross. Whatever it is, it's gross.
Sickness and death.
Misery and strife. Strife. I always put a TH, but it's an F. It's F-E. Whatever, I don't care.
No, not. Strife. You know I'm from the South.
I had no idea. This is news for
I
me.
know you didn't know. I could tell you couldn't tell.
I'm shook. Anyway, long story short, Grace said, what you sold your land to these folks? And she says, well, we can sell our land to whoever we want to, Grace. And then she kind of storms off, and it's like, girl.
That's ignorant.
I mean, you can, but do Jacob know?
Because I think that's what she asked.
Right. And it's like, Karissa, if you know your your sister-in-law now knows, why wouldn't you immediately call your husband on the way home to tell your
what
husband?
had happened was,
Like, it was so stupid. When I was a child.
You speak as a child?
Right. And when I would get in trouble at the school, sometimes I would even call my mama at the school and say,
girl,
that's
what I did.
When I get off that school bus or whenever y'all come to get me.
I know I was wrong.
This what happened.
I know I was wrong.
This what happened. So I just can't understand why Karissa would just not say nothing. She just went home, got into bed, curled up next to her son, and they would sleep. I just didn't understand. I didn't get it. Jacob came in and he had a very
Because he at this point knew.
No, he didn't.
I thought Grace came and said, "What is it?"
I don't think it was at this point.
Okay.
But he came in there and it looked like he knew that she was having an affair. Because of course he's had plenty. He know what it looked like. So he was giving an old Olivia Cole from the Women of Brewster Place. I saw you. And he decides he's gonna sleep in the baby room, let the baby and his mama sleep in their room. So he kind of.
I love the line. It's so stupid.
What the I love you, Jacob.
I love you, Jacob.
Heifer.
Okay.
Heifer is where I was going. Girl, I don't just put it back in my head, girl. I don't care. Just don't do it with your customers. Just don't do it. But you're gonna keep dropping these combs and you're gonna run out.
Oh, let me put this over there. It's a little I drop it.
Anywho, now if you want to, you can take this little piece.
I figured that might be the piece.
That might be the piece. Might be.
Bam.
All right.
What color you want?
I don't care.
Purple.
Do we have purple? Because you know I will. It don't make no damn mind to me. But yeah, she tells him, and I love you, Jacob, and he like, I love you too, and goes on about his day. And I'm like, what? Why? You don't love him? You sick of him? What are you doing? But she did say one thing that reminded me of your uncle's wife. That helpful. Who she said, because they were talking about, for some reason they were talking about the Greenleaf estate, which ain't got nothing to do with this land across the street from Calvary. But they was talking about the Greenleaf estate. And he asked her something like, what would you do or what would happen if the bishop and lady died? And I was like, I don't.
Right, are you going to kill him? What are you saying?
Where are we going?
What is the deal?
And she said, well, at one point I thought I would inherit it, but.
I thought she said we on that one.
She said I. Don't that sound like that helpful?
Ain't it?
Oh, you're not?
Because, honey, the Lord is my source.
He my shepherd too, and he maketh me to lie down in green pastures and leaves me beside the still water. That don't mean that what I said ain't what I said.
I heard what you said again.
And you know what I said to be true. You just don't want to be on camera saying what I'm saying. You hungry?
You know, I ain't had no downtime. I had a grilled cheese sandwich about one.
We'll get something in a few.
No, I got some food left. You get some.
Okay.
I just didn't stop to eat it.
And I'll take that one.
Y'all on in again.
Yeah. But yeah, what you got? Okay. But I didn't understand that what y'all gonna do or what's supposed to happen if blah 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 died. I ain't really. I didn't.
Yeah, because he's not to be trusted. So why are you asking this question? And she know he's not to be trusted.
But they conversation should have nothing to do with the Greenleaf estate anyway, because that don't have nothing to do with the land.
Well, they're trying to get to Greenleaf, but you know that.
Yeah, but see, if I were Karissa, I would be asking, why are you asking about the land? Because she don't know that.
Apparently, something wrong with you, girl.
There's a lot wrong with her. Starting with the fact that she a heifer. Let's start there. But anywho, Charity goes to Big Head Preacher office and asks him not to spill the tea about Grace lying about the boy. I didn't understand.
Don't hurt the boy.
I didn't how is he supposed to release that he lied or Grace is lying without getting AJ in trouble. Speaking of, AJ was on All Rise, and I heard he was on Grey's Anatomy too this past week.
He was on Grey's Anatomy. I was like, this boy
working. I mean, who is his agent? Honey, y'all are getting him jokes.
Yes, where he's recognized.
Right.
Because he keeps coming back.
Yeah, he playing main characters in the episode.
Publicists, manage all of the Negroes doing their work.
Agent.
But you gotta have a little bit of all of them.
You do, but your agent books your kids.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Be upset.
No, I'm not upset. Why I gotta be upset?
I don't know, because it sounded like you had a little aggravation. Okay, Mama, you're not mad.
Good Lord.
Just say I'm not mad. Like, it don't take all that. Anywho.
What about it like a rat? They went so fast.
Not a rat, Lord. I've never seen a rat go by.
Yeah, and they tall.
I kind of remixed this little piece. It go one way and then it go the other. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Do what it do.
Where am I? Yeah, so Charity is asking Phil not to release the information and then don't hurt the boy.
Cause she really think he care, and he might, but you already done too much. I wouldn't care for you because you did all that to betray family.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not gonna fall in love with you because the folks you was born to, you acting crazy.
Yeah, you don't love them enough to cover them.
You don't bathe your son in the morning.
Right.
Got him all musty. Marisol got to come wash up the baby. You don't love your family enough to wash your child, spend no time with your child. I ain't seen you in the park with your baby.
You around the house.
Last time we saw
be around the house with the baby.
Last time we saw Charity with the baby is when she had quote unquote kidnapped him when she went to follow behind Jabari. That's the last time. Jabari was just as gay with them zesty outfits and them scarves and the carrying on. Anywho. Zora girlfriend here being ghetto. She was upset with the football boy for burning the flag and not apologize. I don't care. I just don't care. I need to get to the root of when did Zora get saved. We didn't see her go up to the altar. We didn't see her turn her life over. We didn't see her say the sinner's prayer. I ain't heard tell of Zora finding Jesus at all, but she's sitting up in here reading this Bible down, teaching the little saints, going to Bible study every morning. Now, I understand that was the criteria.
To live there.
Right. But you in here reading the Bible on your leisure.
She's trying to help your friend.
No, she's trying to help Grace, which is weird, because we ain't never seen Grace and Zora have a kiki or a powwow.
No, they just family.
It's just strange to me that Zora is now saved. But we ain't seen nothing about it. But she got to be saved, so when the girlfriend helper come on to her, it can test her faith. Got to test this girl's faith. Anywho, so the girlfriend helper storms off, and apparently she don't believe in the Bible. That ain't got nothing to do with Kayla. So Kayla gonna move on.
You don't let her burn?
Hey, if that's what she want to do, honey, that's what she want to do. It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with me and you. That's the way it is. That's what 3LW said 20 years ago. Oof, 20 years ago. Jesus Christ, I am
ancient.
What in the world?
Ancient.
Why would you drag me like this?
Because I have the dragging tools.
Oiling my scalp and snatching me bald.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Somebody gotta do it.
Not you.
Why?
Because it's ugly.
Okay.
God gonna get you.
Yeah.
That's what my grandma always said when I was acting up as a child. God gonna get you. Okay, I guess.
It's terrible to use God as a disciplinary.
When it was really you who was gonna get me. You ain't God.
He allowed for your whooping to come forward.
So back on the ranch. Now, mind you, Sophia in college forever away. You know, we've stated that it was miles and miles because Sophia got to fly out to the school. But somehow, her brother, without a car, without any means of transportation, has made it to Sophia's dormitory before Noah could get from wherever he is
He's coming
to Memphis, Tennessee to see about his son.
Noah's a deadbeat look like.
Like, sir, why would you even say?
He done skipped the
Because I'm still looking, like when you a child and you got a deadbeat daddy and you looking out the window because he say he'll be round. I'm still looking out the window for Noah. AJ done got crossed the country.
Twice. Just about.
To his sister without taking his mama's car. And got there quicker than Noah could get over to the
Noah coming.
Child.
Noah coming.
I'm sick of Noah. And I want you to know it.
Noah on his way.
Honey, he had to build the ark before we could get on it, I guess, because
there were some technical difficulties. The navigation system on the ark did not work properly.
The dove went out there and saw what it saw and came back and brought the twig. That's what the Bible say. And then God put a rainbow in the sky. That's what the Bible has said.
You know, when he found the rainbow, he still see water. He got to let the water go down.
Child, I just never. How in the world would AJ get cross to where Sophia has to fly in and out of town?
And she drove there one time.
She drove. She drove to get her daddy, and then they flew. Like it's a long journey, long enough for Grace to say, "I don't feel comfortable with you going all that way." But AJ, without a car, done got all that way.
He got a bus ticket.
Buses take a long time too.
They make a few stops along the way.
So Noah should have been in town well before all this carrying on. But anyway, over at this dorm, Sophia trying to convince her brother, you know, you innocent, just go home. You innocent, you're innocent. You are innocent.
Okay, that's what he told her.
Mm-hmm.
These were the words that were coming out of his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Well, they really didn't.
They didn't.
He never said that.
He didn't.
So
all he said was, I need Grace to tell the cops that I was with them. Now he did tell her that he was at the house, but he can't prove it. But he never did.
He didn't say what time.
He never did tell her or anybody, I don't believe, outright. I ain't steal the bigs.
I don't remember him saying that either.
So anywho, Sophia is giving, you're so innocent and I know you are. And I'm like, how do you know this? You are a terrible judge of character. Except that one time when that light-skinned boy was hitting on your cousin, Bobby the Barge, when he was beating on your cousin, you kind of had him pegged. But it's not hard to peg light-skinned people. You can see right through us. What's this face you making?
My lips are dry.
You want some Carmex?
I'm going to get some in a minute.
I got Carmex and I have Vaseline.
I got some in my pocket.
This is the Carmex if you want a medicated, tingly feeling. And then I've got the Vaseline if you just want grease. I'm just going to put them right here. You let me know when you're ready. Where was I? Yeah, she's just, you're so innocent, and I know you are. You're innocent. You're innocent. And so she get ready to put a little money. I don't know where she got these hundreds of dollars. She had a roll of $100, like our granddaddy carry around. It's like, well, he don't carry around no more, honey, because he trying to play like he broke now, but he used to carry rolls.
Honey, he was younger now. Shoot.
Put that money in the bank.
But like he said, he don't work like that no more.
Because he don't have to. But anyway. She had this just stack of money. I was like, when did Sophia go to the bank? I guess she was at the bank while Zora was getting saved. She done got this money. She getting ready to put it. She put it in an envelope, I guess, with a lovely note that says, you know, you'll always be my baby, shoot-a-doo, or something. And what a good song. We love Mariah Carey here. And she was getting ready to put that envelope in the bag. And opened the bag and found the drugs. And now she hurt. Deeply sad. So she confronts the brother. Now, see, I wouldn't know, because I don't know this boy.
You don't know the boy.
I'm never going to tell a criminal, a now confirmed criminal, that I went through your things. I'm never going to say that.
Fortunately, he looked like somewhere along the way he had some Jesus, because he didn't try to knock her out or nothing.
Because I would have knocked her out, and I grew up in the church, but you don't go through my stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that. I wouldn't have gone through his stuff just off the principle that I don't like folks going through my stuff, but Sophia was trying to be nice. I'd have just put the envelope on top of the bag, but you know, we had to have this dramatic moment. So she confronts him and he says, why did you go through my bag? And she was like, I was trying to give you some money because I knew you wouldn't take it. And it's like, I don't understand his motivation. Because I ain't seen no DNA test, so we don't know if it's the brother or not. But right. He's not asking for nothing from them.
He's not asking for anything.
Why is he here, Ike? Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? That's what Lorraine said right after she shot herself in the house. With the baby. Craig, may he rest.
Right before, right?
Right after. As they was wheeling her out to the hospital.
Oh.
See, Lorraine had done shot herself right there in the house. And the baby was crying. And Tina had to go get the baby because who gonna get the baby? And Lorraine,
my baby now.
Till the very end, may Craig rest.
Craig rest.
And, yeah, they was toting her out, you know, going to the ambulance. And she hollering, why is she here, Ike, about Tina? That would have really been enough for me to just go and wrap that thing up. All right, Ike, well, it's been so nice. I'm going to take this baby.
And we going to
go
home.
Scooch. It's been so lovely.
Right on down the road.
Come on, he's on down the road. Yeah, I'd have took Craig and me and Craig. Ike would have woke up the next morning. Me and Craig would be somewhere else. But we ain't got time to go through what's love got to do with it today. We talking about Greenleaf. Long story short, AJ just kind of storms off and she says something along the lines of, you're my brother. And he says, I'm not going to be your brother when you find out what you find out about me. And I'm like, what?
He was a felon.
I mean, it took me back to, do we need to do the DNA? Or, I mean, what does this mean? Because I have a brother.
Yeah.
And if he committed a crime,
he'll still be your brother.
That's still my brother. I would be upset. I would be
disheartening.
I would be saddened because he comes from a very nice upbringing. But that wouldn't make him not my brother. So when he said that, I was like, what we doing? We going back to the DNA, or what we doing? I'm confused. Anywho, May slides down to the church because Sister Vita had requested that they take May's name off the women's fund, the college scholarship fund, or whatever it is, because Mac was using that for lewd and lascivious acts.
And off his hoes. Not even hoes, because he was taking advantage of them. That was a bad choice. I didn't that.
Yeah, come on back.
He was trying to pay off folks that he took advantage of.
You see, when you try to use slang, it just don't come together for you. You stay saved over there. Let me say hoes. You just be the church mother.
Hallelujah.
But yeah, if I was Lady May, I'd have been like, I understand, and R.I.P. to the fund. It wasn't what I thought it was, but rip anyway. But Lady May,
I don't understand why, if it was her scholarship fund, why wasn't she administrator over it anyway?
Because she was the first lady and she had so much other to do. She was booked. Don't you know?
It's a mess.
She had so much she was trying to get done. You want me to scooch?
I can make you short.
You didn't really make me that much shorter.
I know.
Okay. My shoe. But yeah. I would have personally said rest in peace to the scholarship fund, but she had to try to fight it. And when she went down to try to fight it, the woman who had brought up the petition to change the name said it wasn't her, it was Sister Vita, and Sister Vita was one of the ones that Mac had, sexually assaulted and carried on with. And so Lady May decides to meet with Sister Vita and her mama and try to have her, hey, let's just not change the name to this. And it was boring. I didn't care.
It was sad.
It shouldn't be that big a deal, because this ain't your church anyway. When y'all get the church back, if y'all get the church back, change the name back. Or start you a new church if the Lord says. Is anybody asking the Lord? I'm going to keep asking if anybody has asked the Lord. Call him. He's on the main line.
I talked to him this morning.
Yeah.
And, throughout the day I have questions and comments.
So he ain't inaccessible. It's not like... he's not telling y'all what he wants for your life. They really fighting for this church, and it looked to me like the Lord is not saying, continue on with this church. That's what it looked like to me, but anyway. Long story short, honey, Sister Vita and Lady May and Sister Vita Mama go walking around the church grounds, and they end up in the chapel, and Sister Vita Mama done found out that something had done happened to Lady May, and she reveals what her father had done, and she said it made her blind. I said, I ain't never heard tell.
Yeah, you go one way or the other.
I ain't never heard tell. But anywho, she had done got blind, child, and now she crying and she drained. She's drained. I think, did she decide to just let them change the name? Leave it be and just let them do their thing, or what?
I think so.
I didn't,
even though they tried, I think she went into the meeting, but she never really said what the meeting was, how the meeting actually went.
Yeah, because she was drained. She had gone through. Let's see. Grace confronts Jacob about something he doesn't know about, which is she pops in and says, y'all sold y'all land to
how many hoes?
Yeah, them niggas. Y'all sold y'all land. He says, what? Jacob, he dumb. He ain't know nothing about it. And he gives you the very signature Lamont Rucker. What? He's so good at playing just a big burly dumb man. I love it for him. And Grace is like, well, I saw Karissa down to the blah blah blah, and this what happened, and do. And basically early in the episode, Charity and Jacob were fighting, and because they were fighting about Charity kissing big head preacher man. And Charity did this terrible acting saying, yes, we're fighting about the song we're supposed to sing and blah 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 blah. It was terrible, just terrible. But
not a good liar, her character.
No, not at all. She's not good at anything. What do you do successfully but sing? That's all she can do. And if I was Charity, I just would be singing. Just sing down, girl. In the gospel world, there's plenty of opportunities to sing. I promise you.
They got a service probably going on this evening somewhere. You can
somewhere. Sing. Every Sunday, somebody having a second service, third service, Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
That folks a Thursday night church service.
Honey,
and Friday.
Sing down. Sing. You in Memphis, you in the Kojic headquarters, you can find you somewhere to sing. Anyway. But Grace was like, was this what you and Charity were fighting about as far as the fight earlier? Because she knew it wasn't about it. Because Charity's a terrible liar. She knew it wasn't about picking the song. And she was asking if they were fighting about Karissa selling the land or whatever. He like, no, for real, I had no idea. I didn't know nothing about it. We was fighting because Charity was in there kissing big head preacher man. And so now Grace is upset with Charity, and the feeling is mutual. I don't care. In the long run, honey, towards the end of this episode, they fighting down. Bishop comes in trying to say, what are y'all fighting for? And Jacob spills his sister's tea. She was kissing big head preacher man. Well, did he even get? No, I don't think he got to do that.
He only told Grace.
He only told Grace. But he was getting ready to tell, but then Lady May had done walked in. She was like, you know, whatever y'all find, y'all keep that to yourselves, honey. I done had a day. And she goes, she goes and lays down.
Well, she goes sit in the floor.
Did she? I thought she laid down.
In the closet.
She did. She sat in the floor and Bishop had done wrapped his arm around her.
Yeah, she's sitting in the floor in the closet and he had to crawl down there.
Yeah, with his bad knees and his almost Parkinson's. It wasn't Parkinson's. What was it? Was it Parkinson's? Did they get that rectified?
I don't know.
It's like when Lucius had ALS.
That's what I was going to say. Reminds me of Lucius' name.
Lucius sure had ALS for a whole season and a half. Then Lord just came and touched his life. He was delivered.
He don't even know who did it. Lucius has no clue.
And now the bishop ain't got the Parkinson's no more. We ain't seen that man shake once. Not once. So anywho, May and Bishop have a conversation. He says that he was gonna propose. She says, I know. He said, how? She says, woman's intuition. I said, listening and eavesdropping, but whatever.
Your husband.
However you want to call it, it's fine. And you know what we can really do in the back?
What?
We can braid those straight back as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just do a second layer.
Okay.
Instead of individuals, because honey, who has time? It's 8 o'clock.
I knew. I figured.
Well, why you ain't say something to me?
Yeah.
I mean, I logically I knew, but I wasn't thinking about it. But anywho, so Lady May basically says she gonna marry Bishop again, and we ain't have to do all these theatrics and carrying on.
Yeah, she teach a child for that. I love you. We good.
Yeah. So Zora's girlfriend pops on back to the house, and for some reason she homeless.
Yeah, the dude she was going with.
Where her mom and daddy?
Honey.
Where her cousins now?
Honey. Zora got a nicer place.
So she asked Zora, can she move in? And Zora just said, come on. I said, y'all just met last week.
I want that to be better.
Okay, but there's hair attached to my head that's attached to that hair, you yank it.
Oh, does it? Does it?
Do.
You do?
Sure do. So now, the kind of gay help for moving in with Zora so we can test her faith. And, you know, very Lorraine and Teresa from Women in Brewster Place. Somebody gonna see because they gonna leave their blinds open. You left your blinds open last night. So that's going on. I just really feel like I would have to ask my grandparents before I move somebody into their estate. I know I'm down the block a little bit in my own little cottage, but
She's staying with me, Papa.
Girl.
Papa would be like, all right, but Grandma, what's wrong with it? Where her folk?
My grandmother would swing her feet outward because her feet, you know, they slew, honey. They go 2 different directions. She would swing them feet, honey, coming down the block trying to see what's going on up in here.
Wait a minute.
Where's your mama? What's her number?
Who are you?
What's your mama's
Do you know
phone
the
number?
Lord?
Because my dad was telling me the other day, I guess right before Granny's stroke, she called my daddy and cussed him out.
Which
In
Granny?
Jesus' name. Big Granny.
Oh, yeah.
Got him right together.
Well, I mean, he needed a gathering.
Yeah. Because
she did ask for his number.
She did. And called. Got him straight.
I need to say something to you.
I don't know what was said, but he told me yesterday. Yeah, she laid it on out.
Yeah.
I said, all right. All right.
You know, they little studs for Jesus.
Honey. But her daughter, little Granny,
For Jesus.
would have come over to the cabin, got this heifer's bags, and put them right back outside.
You need a bus ticket.
Yeah. We love you down with the love of Christ, but you can't stay here.
We got a mega bus here in town.
Like, where did this girl come from to just move in? It's weird. It's weird.
She's hanging out with your dude.
But they just met the other day. Like,
Look in there 2 episodes ago, which means yesterday.
right. I don't understand. Karissa, we already talked about how she want to act like she feel bad and doing, I love you, Jacob. Anybody got time?
Yep.
What was it that happened with Big Head Preacher? Oh, Charity busts up in Big Head Preacher's office and says, why didn't you tell me that y'all were buying up all the land around Calvary? And he didn't know. And she gives him, I thought you were Bob. Because he said he was Bob. He'd write all the sermons and this, that, and the other. I thought you were his right-hand man. I thought you were Bob. And he says, I thought I was too.
Yeah, we're all on the same thought pattern.
So he finna, transition and turn and be on the Greenleaf side probably. That's all I can think this is going to happen. In the meantime, Sophia done caught a bus or a train or a car or a plane and got back to
Come on.
back to Memphis before Noah could get there the first time. I'm gonna keep pointing it out. I'm coming home to see my son. Where is you?
Had all this fever in your throat.
I mean, fever boots. Fever. And we ain't seen Noah the first.
Mm-mm.
You could come home to talk to Grace and tell her you ain't want to be part of this boy's life, which could have been a real quick 10-minute phone call.
For that.
But when you're coming home to see your son, where is you? Where you at?
On that ark. Or somewhere back
He
there.
must be rowing. He got his paddle, his oar, honey, and he's just rowing that ark, honey, just coming home, taking his time.
Making paste because it got a little leak, sprang a leak. Just put the paste in there, keep it from leaking.
Anywho, so Sophia done popped up, and Grace is like, Sophia, what are you doing here? And I'm like, Grace, you need to find my iPhone and put it on Sophia's phone so you can stop being surprised. She gonna keep.
There would be no reason for her to look for it yet, though.
What am I saying? I'm wrapping it up, girl. Sophia had done popped in, honey, and said, I wanted to be here to catch you when you fall. Well, I don't know what she said, girl. I wanted to be here when I told you this. AJ did it. And that was basically the end of the episode, girl. They wrapped up, so. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTube is saying. We'll call y'all later, honey. Peace.